Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist who revolutionized depth psychology, believed that the most dangerous individuals aren't the ones who explode in rage or openly manipulate others. They are the ones who hide behind a mask of composure, control, and charm, so quietly that you don't notice the danger until it's too late. In this video, we'll dive into Jung's profound psychological insights and uncover the one warning sign you should never ignore. By the end, you may begin to see certain people, and perhaps even yourself, in a completely different light. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Mental Dose and join our Telegram community for early access to more content on personal and spiritual growth. Now, let's begin. The mask and the shadow. To understand Jung's warning, we must first look at how he viewed the human psyche. He believed that every person wears a mask, a social persona we use to function in the external world. But beneath that mask lies the unconscious, a vast inner landscape filled with instincts, suppressed emotions, and archetypal images. The heart of this hidden world is what Jung called the shadow, the collection of everything within us that we deny, reject, or refuse to acknowledge. Our shadow is formed not only by society, but by the tension between who we are and who we believe we should be. As children, we learn which traits earn approval, what's good, lovable, or worthy. Qualities that don't fit those ideals, our anger, ambition, independence, or vulnerability, get quietly buried. Over time, we identify only with the parts of ourselves that win acceptance, while everything else sinks into the dark. But repression doesn't erase these parts. They wait beneath the surface, shaping our perceptions, reactions, and choices in ways we don't recognize. That's why Jung saw the shadow as both crucial and dangerous, especially when it remains unexamined. When the shadow is denied, the shadow isn't inherently evil, it's simply unacknowledged. It holds our fears, desires, envy, and even our hidden talents. But when denied, these energies distort and turn destructive. Those who reject their own darkness often project it onto others, condemning the very qualities they secretly possess. Jung called this a psychological time bomb. What is not made conscious, he said, will be lived out as fate. In other words, the more we refuse to see our flaws, the more power they gain over us. The unconscious isn't just a container of repressed emotion, it's an active force. When denied aspects of the self seek expression, they do so indirectly, through nightmares, compulsions, irrational fears, or self-sabotage. The longer we ignore these signals, the stronger they become, until they erupt as breakdowns, conflicts, or crises. Someone who suppresses their shadow may appear calm and composed, but inside, a storm brews. The tension between their outward serenity and inner chaos eventually demands release, sometimes as sudden outbursts, manipulative kindness, or passive-aggressive control. They can't explain why they hurt people or feel chronically dissatisfied, because the true cause lies buried deep within. The illusion of pure goodness. For Jung, the most dangerous people were not those openly malicious, but those convinced of their own moral purity. When someone believes they are wholly good, they lose the capacity for self-reflection. Their virtue becomes a shield against seeing their own faults. That's what makes moral superiority so insidious. It's immune to self-criticism. People who see themselves as righteous will justify manipulation as help, control as protection, or cruelty as tough love. Their behavior may seem ethical, but underneath it lies an unacknowledged darkness, a refusal to face their own shadow. The more someone clings to an identity of goodness, the more likely they are to unconsciously act out its opposite. By denying their capacity for harm, they allow that capacity to express itself, blindly and destructively. Jung's chilling warning. So what connects all of this? According to Carl Jung, the most dangerous sign in a person is the complete absence of shadow awareness. When someone refuses to admit their own potential for deceit, anger, or cruelty, when they insist they are incapable of wrongdoing, they become truly unpredictable. It's not the darkness within us that makes us dangerous, it's the denial of it. Those who recognize their flaws are safer because they remain vigilant against them, but those who believe they have no shadow justify anything and leave a trail of confusion in their wake, never understanding the harm they've caused. Jung called this not just a psychological blindness, but a spiritual one. So next time you meet someone who claims they're always kind, always moral, always right, pause, ask yourself, what part of themselves are they not seeing? That question might just protect you. If these insights have challenged how you see others, or yourself, share your reflections in the comments. And to continue exploring the depths of the human psyche, subscribe to Mental Dose, because the deeper we look into others, the more we are drawn into the hidden depths of our own soul.